Donkey of the Day for Thursday, June 21st, goes to actor Peter Fonda, brother of Jane Fonda. Do your Googles or ask your grandparents about Jane Fonda and Peter Fonda. They can put you on the game. Jane is 80 and Peter is 78. Peter is known as the younger brother of Jane Fonda, but calling a 78-year-old man someone's younger brother is a reach to me. They are both senior citizens. In fact, to me, he is not her younger brother. He is her slightly less older than her brother. Now, Peter has been in a bunch of films and TV shows that I have never watched, but he's won Golden Globes for Best Actor in the 1997 film Yuli's Gold. He was nominated for an Academy Award for that same role. He was in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas in 2004. Look, he's lived a good life. Okay, and like a lot of people this week, he has been emotional over the Trump administration's zero-tolerance policy that split illegal immigrant children from their parents. And your Uncle Charlotte always tells y'all, don't ever move off emotion, move off strategy. Because when you move off emotion and say emotionally driven things, you will probably end up apologizing for whatever it is you said. And Peter Fonda is no different. Now, one of the first things any of us with children thought about when we heard about parents being separated from children at the border and children being put in cages is there's no way the people doing this, the people responsible for this, can have kids. Okay, I have a 9 and 2-year-old, both girls, and I get anxiety even thinking about this being a possibility. Like, who gonna handle my 2-year-old if you put her in a tender age facility, as they call it? My 2-year-old is like Jack off The Incredibles. Okay, she is a handful. And I'm her father, and my patience wears thin. So what is a complete stranger? You know, what kind of patience is a complete stranger going to have with her? Zero. Okay, so in my heart, I'm like, who are these cold-hearted human beings implementing this zero-tolerance policy who have zero empathy for other people's children? Because what if it was their kids? That's my whole gauge for everything in life, by the way. I don't do anything to anyone I wouldn't want done to me. It's the simplest rule in the universe. They teach us this in kindergarten. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you, okay? This concept isn't difficult. And Peter Fonda feels the same way we all feel, okay? Donald Trump, what if that was your kids? Anyone who asks that question is asking a very logical question. So I know you're saying to yourself, then why is Peter Fonda getting Donkey of the Day, Charlamagne? Well, Peter Fonda asked that question, but he put too much sauce on it. Okay, too much sauce. And in the words of our radio consultant, Dennis Clark, too much sauce on anything is disgusting. Let's go to John Berman on CNN for the report.
Actor Peter Fonda now apologizing for this Twitter rant where he said the president's 12-year-old son should be ripped from, quote, his mother's arms and put in a cage with pedophiles. Fonda went on to call the president a vulgar name. The Secret Service was alerted. The tweet was later deleted. Fonda said he was upset by the family separations at the border, but admitted he went way too far.
This is the equivalent of Q, Bishop, Raheem, and Still going to Old Man Quill's store to rob it. Everybody down to rob the store. We have agreed on that part. And then Bishop shoots Old Man Quills in the head.
What the is wrong with you? What the you have to shoot him for, man? You didn't have to shoot him, man.
You didn't have to shoot him, Peter. Okay, you could have simply, left 14 characters out your tweet, and it would have been perfectly fine. If anyone out there doesn't know what those 14 characters are, he could have simply left out with pedophiles. Okay, what do pedophiles have to do with this, Peter? All you had to say was, we should rip Barron Trump from his mother's arms and put him in a cage and see if mother will stand up against the giant a-hole she is married to. Simple! This is a prime example of Law 47 in the 48 Laws of Power. Do not go past the mark you aim for in victory. Learn when to stop. All right, Peter, you won with that tweet. But often in the heat of victory, arrogance and overconfidence can push you past the goal you had aimed for. And by going too far, you make more enemies than you defeat. Peter, you went too far. Okay, now you have made an enemy of the Secret Service. And at 78 years old, don't be surprised if Peter just all of a sudden, wink, wink, drops dead of a heart attack. Or all of a sudden, wink, wink, commits suicide. Or all of a sudden, gets audited. Please let Remy Ma give Peter Fonda the biggest hee-haw.
Hee-haw, hee-haw, you stupid motherfucker, are you dumb?